All right, global people, we are going to be showcasing the TARMIEL and SARIEL final boss, showing you guys how to 2-turn the boss and or even 3-turn the boss, depending on whatever team you're using. Now, this boss is only if you... I'll probably say this boss is only valuable if you're missing the SARIEL and TARMIEL outfits. There's not really much in the shop or anything like that. Like, you got, you know, the regular basic stuff. I guess you can try to get the cards. But this is the teams that are pretty much going to be useful for you guys if you're going to score pretty high, which is going to be Rittigolter, Freyr, Yelda, and Nanashi. Again, really strong teams. Again, that's pretty much all the teams people have been using. So that's if you want to score really high. But first, this is the team we're going to be using, featuring Yelda, Demiurge, and Elaine. And then you also have this artifact card set as well. Now, this is what you want to use in terms of gear. On Yelda, you want to make sure she uses HP crit damage, and you also want to make sure you have crit chance rolls on her. And that's so you can guarantee a crit, because if you're able to guarantee a crit, you'll be able to deal high amounts of damage on the boss, because this is going to allow you to pretty much farm it in 2 turns. So keep that in mind. Demiurge using an attack crit damage. And then you also have a lane with HP/defense. And then, you know, Nashi, same thing, HP/defense. And you can click whatever card, whichever one you want to try to go for. I'm on JP, so really I don't feel like translating like pretty much everything I need for this. But for you global people, you have the opportunity to like at least get the ones that you actually need to do. And this will be without using food, so keep that in mind. Just for you guys can just watch and witness how good this team actually is. And so the first thing you want to do is definitely just buff up with Elaine, because Elaine is going to guarantee the kill. And then you want to keep your Gelda cards. Usually Gelda, you need like 2 single targets from Gelda to finish off the TARMIEL boss, but hopefully we don't need to. Maybe I could just use 2 of my AoEs, but I'm pretty sure you need like 2 single targets. And we get our 2 single targets, so this is gonna be pretty much a clear run. So we're gonna first start with this, and this is why I say you need your crit chance, because Gelda is gonna start critting guaranteed right now. See that? She's just critting, and with this, she'd be able to get rid of SARIEL. And boom, TARMIEL is literally dead. And that's 2 turns bypassing the damage reduction, or, you know, going through the damage reduction. That's how powerful Gelda is. And again, all the other teams you guys are going to see me witness are going to probably just be teams that are going to be 3 turns. Just because, again, that damage reduction is very strong, as they get like 7%. So not most teams can go through that damage reduction. All right, this time we're gonna be trying this with Thor. Now, Thor is gonna be a little bit tricky, just because, you know, Thor, in terms of damage, you kind of need Thor mostly of her cards. And you kind of want to just try to set up your passive. Now I'm using Narbera just so I can have an easier time at getting my passive on Thor. So hopefully this all works out. All right, it was easy. The only problem is that the next phase is going to deal with that damage cap shenanigans. So that's why... Is it damage cap? I think they just have a whole bunch of damage reduction. It's not even damage cap, it's damage reduction that you gotta deal with usually. So let's try this out. I don't think we're gonna do crazy damage right here. $319. You probably need 3 Thor cards. Again, this is a fast team, but you probably need multiple Thor cards. I'm gonna try again and see if I can get Thor cards again. but you probably need multiple Thor cards to farm this pretty fast. Narbera is giving me a lot of attack right now. Like 47. It's not bad. Does it passive work in Final Boss? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah. But he doesn't have Sariel no more, so you can easily get the damage cap going. GG regardless. You can also probably swap for Gelda too. Like, Gelda is also a pretty cool option because she gives you base stats. So instead of Narbera, you can use Gelda instead. Alright, so our next fast team is going to be the humans. As using Roxy, Escanor, OG Arthur, green one, and then Jenna for her passive. Jenna gives you like a lot of attack, so she's really nice for this as well. But you know, you can use whatever you want in the back. Probably like a Purgatory Bond. Because Jenna gives you like what, 20% attack for your humans. So you could use Purgatory Bond if you really want to. And the reason why I'm using Arthur is so we can be able to tank. It's just so we can be able to tank pretty well at the very end. Because he will, you kind of want to stall off the damage reduction he gives on phase 2. He gives like a crazy, I think it's like 70% damage reduction buff on him for that first turn. So you kind of want to just stall until you get to the next phase. Not next phase, next turn. And with this, we just pretty much gonna waste our cards. So we're just gonna go for this, our stance. Pretty much just wasting cards. Hopefully you get another Roxy single target though. That would be lovely. Alright. So we got that going for us. Yeah. And it should be GG. So we're just gonna use all our Escanor cards right here. Sheesh. Alright. He's gonna go for this then. And then that should be game. See ya. And Tarmiel is gone. And now there's going to be Sariel as well. And that's GG. Pretty fast as usual.